What's up, guys? It's Rye. Been getting a lot of requests for a little tour of Lady May. So today I'm gonna show you guys around, and stay tuned. All right, so Lady May is my baby. I got her from this guy, Mike. He bought the truck and the camper pretty much new. He's the only owner. It's a 93 F250. It's actually gas, but it's got the four-wheel drive, which was something I was pretty particular about. So shout out to my guy Mike, absolute legend. Show you guys inside real quick. It's pretty clean on the inside, you know, except for a little adventure debris, but the back seat's kind of all storage at this point. All right, so we've got kind of three different things here. In the bottom, we've got extra like toiletries. In the middle, all our fun toys. So if you know anything about me, you know I like kind of outdoor stuff. So I got a carving set, a bunch of knives, some hearth boards for friction fire. So all kinds of stuff like that. Kind of various toys back here. We got some boxing wraps. So yeah, pretty much all the fun stuff. Oh, we got some deer antler. This is for flint napping. I got this from my guy T-Jack. So shout out Tyler White. So we'll head over to the other side. So right now we're actually in Idaho. It's a pretty cold morning, but I wanted to show you guys. This is the front yard. All right, so let's check out the other side of the truck, see what we got in here. You can tell we've been off-roading a little bit. She's a little dirty, but it's all right. All right, we got a rock. It's a very important. You always want to have a rock. Rocks are good. Other stuff we have back here. So I've got like my backpacking setup, a tent, a couple pairs of different micro spikes for hiking in the snow. And then I've got all my camera equipment and tripod. The back seat of the truck is basically all of the storage at this point. Got a lot of toys back there. And now we'll take you into the living space, back into the camper. So one cool thing about the camper is even though it's old as shit, it's got these electric jacks. So they go up and down just with the press of the button, which is really nice. Here we got some propane. This powers the fridge, the stove, the oven, and the heater. So that's pretty solid setup there. Got a water heater right here. I honestly don't use that often, just kind of Wim Hof it and freeze my ass off in the shower instead. This is the outdoor shower here, so show you guys how this works. Maybe you just went for a little trail run in the mountains, come out here, you hook this dude up like so, and then you got a shower. It's one of my favorite parts about the camper. I use it all the time. You also get to be kind of like, if you're in the woods, you can be naked outside, which is always a good feeling. And then this is where you put in the fresh water. So when you're filling up, just like kind of roll up through a neighborhood, and then you wait until somebody looks like they're not paying attention. You just sneak up to their thing, hook your hose in, and then you just steal their water, and then you drive off. So that's how we get water on Wild Ride. Another cool feature here, we'll talk more about this in a little bit, but this is box and steps that Mike's dad, I believe, made. So this is a pretty good setup, and it helps you get up into the camper if you're a little bit slower or maybe you're sore that day. All right, so without further ado, we're about to finally get into the camper, so let's check it out. All right, so this is the camper, tramper, camper, Lady May, whatever you want to call it. This is the adventure mobile that we take all across the country. Like I said, right now we went through this trip, Washington, Montana, Idaho. Next we're going to Wyoming, then Colorado. So it gets a lot of use. It's very lived in. It's not spotless because it's used. But yeah, so over here, starting right here, we've got a very sad fruit basket. I had about 20 Washington apples that were fresh picked, and I ate them all, so they're gone. But we're gonna find more fresh fruit. This is kind of the workstation here. I'll usually just sit down and edit videos for a while, make some friction fire videos, whatever I'm making that day. And here we've got a bunch of shoes that I never wear, because I pretty much only wear these sandals. Got some sun hats. Back here I've got kind of a random piece of cloth. I just put this on here recently. This actually was from a hunter-gatherer trip I went on with Matt Graham, and he gave us cloth like that, and it kept me warm in the desert, so it has a special place in my heart. Let's see, got a little teepee because it's cool looking. So we've got a mirror so I can stare at myself. And then this is the bathroom. So we've got toilet and a shower. And the bathroom actually works really nice. It's a little bit small, a little bit cramped, but overall works really good. One thing to remember, that if I'm going to wear deodorant, or if you're going to wear deodorant, you need to make sure it's that spray shit. Because if you're not hip to the spray, it gets you electrified. You gotta have the spray in your life. No chalky rub-on deodorant. Really nice thing about this bathroom is when I'm closer to the beach, I'm surfing a lot, I can just take my wetsuit off and put it in there and just hose it down with the shower head and like spray all the sand right into the black tank, which is so much better than like having to put your wetsuit in your car or something like that. It always ends up being a pain in the ass. Let's see, other interesting stuff. This is like my two-way fan right here, which is pretty important so it can blow air in or out. Here we've got, this is kind of another mismatch. It's kind of organized, kind of not. So we've got like cords and electronic stuff, my headlamp, which I always use. Cat B-free water bottle, always keep this near. This is how I refill water a lot when I'm out and about. Like if I have like empty water bottles like this, I'll go and filter from like the stream down there, and I'll just pour all the water into here so I have extra water while I'm on the road. We got some more boat or hand drill stuff here. So this is another hand drill set. This is mullein and cedar root. So I'm not gonna do it inside, but this is that kind of deal where you see somebody rubbing the sticks together, right? So that's probably my favorite way to make fire. And then we've got probably the most important piece of gear in the entire Lady May. This is my surf robe. So when I'm changing in and out of my wetsuit, I just wear this so that no one sees my family jewels. Then you just wear it like that, and then you're comfy, and it kind of doubles as a coat. So it's pretty nice. A knife in case anybody walks in on me, keep that thing on me, you know what I'm saying? Here we've got the oven. So right now we got a little cinnamon roll in here because we are ultra healthy, vegan, you know, all that stuff. This is a super powerful protein packed meal because I'm trying to get gains. Speaking of gains, here's where we keep like the dry foods. Almost all of this is canned and grown at Brownout Family Farm. So shout out Emma, David, love you guys. Here we got snap peas. Always have a lot of jams and jellies. This is the plum jelly. That's kind of the dry food situation. Here we got a little scrubby dubby thing, you know, in case my armpit starts stinking. No, it's actually for the dishes. All right, here is kind of the cooking situation. Up here, I've kind of got these spice racks that I made. So all the shelving in here, I guess I should say, all these like shelves in here and in here, that's all shelving I made out of recycled wood scraps. So it's all just basically throwaway wood that I turned into shelves. And then these ones, I lined them with adhesive. So the other side, it's this Velcro. So that way when I'm driving around, it used to just like end up like spices and shit would fly everywhere. So now I got these, and I just put it down, and it's Velcro and it stays. So that works pretty good. If you're gonna do the van life, definitely get 2 rolls of Velcro and just line everything. Like this guy right here, same deal. Velcro on the bottom, and then yeah. This guy is probably top 3 most important. This is like the Chemex pour over coffee. Love to make coffee in here, especially on cold mornings like this. It's like 30 or 40 degrees outside, and coffee becomes essential. A little wood bowl I made. I made this actually in the Nettles video that I posted a couple weeks ago. Probably should finish it, but I just haven't yet. And then of course we got the all-purpose soap. This stuff's great because it's biodegradable and you can pretty much use it for everything. It actually even tastes pretty good if you drink it. It doesn't. All right, over here I got like an air freshener because I stink like shit. And then these are the scrubby dubbies for my cast iron set. So I've got steel wool for that. Down here, so this is actually the truck bed in here. So I keep the pots and pans on this side. I use this one to boil my water, and then I pour it in that coffee thing I was showing you. And then I got 2 cast irons. So I got this one and then the big dog. And these get a lot of use. I like to cook on the campfire. So these are pretty much what you're looking for on the campfire. Actually some residual cobbler in that one. But what you can do is you can use this one as a lid, right? So then it becomes like a Dutch oven. So that's really nice. All right, yeah, so we got the sink right here. Not really too much to say about the sink. It's 2-sided, but this side I usually keep the cutting board down. So we got another side there. If I'm doing dishes, I'll move the cutting board or whatever. Down here I've got an inverter, and then I've got this thing. So this is actually a solar powered battery, which I like to bring with me on like long trips when I'm gonna be in the woods for a while, so I can charge the GoPro or camera or whatever. And here we got the silverware. I still need to build a silverware holder because you can't buy one that fits this spot. But it's just kind of one of those things I haven't gotten to yet. Another thing that you'll notice probably is that you can see the backsplash here. I redid that with like the white subway tile. So that ended up looking pretty nice. Another thing I did was I redid the floors. The floors were pretty nasty, like this white linoleum stuff, so I put wood floors in, and kind of makes it feel more like a cabin. Speaking of cabin, gotta have a place to put your firewood. In here, this is the other side, so it's also in the truck bed. So I do 2 things. I put my recycling in here, or burn pile, and then I put the small wood on top, and then on the bottom is bigger logs, so that as I'm pulling it out, I pull out like paper and burn, and then small wood, and then big wood last. So I kind of try to think of it like, how am I going to make the fire? And then based on what order I'm going to use, that's how the order I try to pack it in there. Even if there's a lot of wood around, I always try to keep just at least a few logs in there, just in case it's really cold and I don't have any other heat sources. Another drawer here, it's kind of just storage. I just keep a little fan in there for when it's hot. This thing's kind of cool. Pretty nifty. It's a little step, you know what I'm saying? Like a little, you know. Woo. Fridge, very important. Got some yogurt, some beers, got a little whiskey. Like I said, we're very healthy, health conscious. Some enriched white rice, which is also super healthy for you. And some mixed greens, which is great. And then gotta have eggs. I probably eat like 36 eggs a week. Pretty gross, but I like them a lot. Mike actually put this stuff in. This is a little thermometer, security system. I have no idea how to use it, but I think I look cooler when I have it because it's, you know, like sophisticated. I got this thing, little cup holder, so if I'm walking around and I'm like buzzing and I can't find my coffee, this is usually where I put it. Like, I'm like, where did coffee go? It's usually right there, so. And then this is the heater. It's blowing right here, so keeping it nice and warm. So basically what I did in here was I removed this and built a safe into the seat. So you can't get this safe out without taking apart that. And then I'll also keep tools and a little vacuum cleaner, you know, one of those deals. Clearly don't use the vacuum cleaner too much based on the floors, but that's all right. Now my favorite part of the entire Lady May rig is the bed area. This is where all the magic happens. This is where things get serious. All right, so what's cool about this setup is this is called the extended cab over model. So it's actually a full queen size bed in here. So sleeps very comfortably. If you need to pile in people, you can do so. Got up here just a bunch of clothes, more flannels and such in there. In here I've got the hats. Got the Wild Rod hat coming soon. And then underwear, which I never wear, but I have some of it just in case. I got my beanie. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got in there. I guess I should have socks, but I don't know if I own any anymore. Oh, right here, super important. Right here, when I go to bed at night, I usually read my book. Right now I'm reading On the Road by Jack Kerouac. It's about this dude who just travels around America and his friends like in a crazy manic state and they just drive around, so it's pretty relatable. So I like to read that and put in my little toe stretchers. You know, keep that foot health at the top of your mind at all times. I even got an extra pair of toe stretchers in case someone else wants to come get stretchy. Got a couple of these battery lights just in case the electricity runs out, and then there's a couple other lights back here for reading. The other nice thing about this is I can like put a water or a snack on it. So I'm kind of a fat boy, so I'll just like lay in bed and eat food at night. And here we got the bookcase, kind of full right now. You can see it's pretty full. So if you're looking to get some new books, I need to trade books because I've now read like everything in this camper minus this book like 3 times. So I need some new books. Here I got a little vent in case you get too steamy at night. And yeah, 3 windows, which is nice. Lots of natural lighting in here and big comfy pillows. All right, we're gonna head back outside and I'm gonna show you guys the outdoor section of the rig. Hold on, we gotta get a low. This is kind of a temporary situation, but right now I'm leaving my surfboard and snowboard strapped onto the back. It's kind of like a game of Russian roulette on the highway, you know, if you will. Just trying to see if it'll fly off. So this is pretty great. I actually found out that my snowboard bag fits inside my surfboard bag. So it doesn't sound like a big deal unless you live in like 60 square feet. All right, so we got the surfboard in there, and then under that we got the snowboard setup. So I'm heading to Colorado. This will be my go-to, but just in case I get down to the coast, maybe shred a little bit. Like I said, Mike, the guy that sold me this beautiful Lady May, built this thing right here. So this is a box. It's like more storage, which basically just allows me to hold on to more shit that I never use. So I got golf clubs that I never use. I got my yoga mat, which I do use. It's Lululemon because I'm a very fancy individual, very esteemed. Oh, this is super important. This is my car cleaning kit. So I fill this thing up with water, and then I got my little glove that I wash, and then my soap. I got a hose. This is for like hosing stuff, you know. Oh, a little cutting board. I don't use this that often, but I thought it was a great idea that Mike made. So you can actually put it on here and move this if you're cutting stuff, and the board doesn't fall off. We've also got an ice chest right here, built-in ice chest. Right now it's got my weight vest in it because it fits really nicely. The spike ball set, if you've never played spike ball before, we're probably not friends because I love that game. Yeah, and then we got this guy right here. All right, so this guy, you put through this little hole, boom, bow, bang, boom. So if you're with, like, I don't know, your grandma or grandpa and they have a hard time getting up and they're like, oh, you're a whippersnapper, and then you just kind of can use this to help get up there, and it's a lot easier. So now we're gonna go to the top and check out the balcony. All right, so up here we got the little balcony section. I've had like a party worth of people up here, so I think it's pretty solid. I like to sit up here and just like play guitar, look at the river over there, and just kind of kick it. All right, well, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Lady May means a lot to me, and it's been really fun, you know, exploring the different adventures in this rig. So hopefully I'll bring you guys a lot more content soon. I'm gonna play some guitar and drink some coffee. I'll see you guys later.